You ready yet?
I said, are you getting dressed? Billy, come on, love. You're going to be in court in less than 2 hours. Will you get ready?
Yeah, all right. I was just thinking.
What?
That bloke who used to live here, George Jackson. This would have been his room. He must have got ready like this, not knowing whether he was going inside or not later on.
Well, don't talk like that. You won't go inside. They must realise that you had special reasons.
Maybe. You reckon he was innocent? He's still got 18 months. At least I am guilty.
No, you're not. That teacher, he's the guilty one, not you. Anyway, you can't get more than 3 months, can you?
I'm not sure. It's an appeal against sentence. They might increase it.
God, they wouldn't, would they?
I don't know, do I?
Good grief. Hannah! Annabelle, come here.
What is it? What's happened?
Petrochem. Someone's trying to take them over.
Oh, where?
Oh, here, look. Ripe for takeover are Petrochem, whose pre-tax profits have more than doubled this past year. More than passing interest has recently been displayed by an American chemical giant.
Oh, it doesn't really say anything, does it?
Well, they seem to know something. We haven't announced our profits yet. They're bang on that. Perhaps something is going on.
What will it mean if it's true?
Well, the Americans are a lot more ruthless.
What about you?
Would have thought I'd be safe. I mean, I've helped to make the company as profitable as it is.
Yes, and they should recognise that.
Well, I'm sure they would. The Americans may be ruthless, but they're also best at rewarding hard work and experience and achievement. Might be some rationalisation among the workforce, I suppose.
More redundancies, you mean?
Probably.
Rationalisation is just easier on the conscience than chucking men out of work.
Lucy, your father doesn't like putting men out of work, you know. We've been through that ourselves.
Well, don't look forward to it with so much relish, then.
Sorry if I seem to be rubbing my hands with glee at the possible consequences of a takeover. I assure you I am not.
Well, anyway, I won't be here to see it. I'm thinking of going back to France.
France?
It's only an idea, man. Lucy Collins said she was going and asked if I was interested, that's all. You know, nothing defo like.
Lucy Collins? You and Lucy Collins going together to France?
What? No. Well, yeah, in a way. I mean, like, she can talk the language and all that. Can't she help me to sell the videos and that? And I'm only giving her a lift, ma'am.
All right, we're in.
Well, I don't know yet. I'll have to see. I'll sort something out, though. Anyway, a couple of days, one big profit.
Nice one.
And I'll be able to pay the incest money back for me dad and all that.
Suppose so. Just can't see you and Lucy Collins together, that's all.
Ma'am, well, we're not together, are we, ma'am? We're just doing something to our mutual advantage, that's all.
That's right. And you shouldn't put him off, Mum. Our Barry here is getting on his bike to go and earn a few bob. Now, that should be applauded, that. You take notice, Barry. You go to France.
I said I might. I only said I might.
Yeah. And if you do go to France, which way will you go, like?
So, what made up your mind? Well, it was Barry, really.
Barry Grant? What's it got to do with him?
Well, he's delivering some equipment of some sort, and he's offered me a lift.
What sort of equipment? You do realise that he's been in trouble with the police?
Oh, it's all above board. He's delivering it for someone.
Still, can't be too careful with people like that.
Oh, Mum, that's terrible. You can't label people like that.
I just don't like the idea of you going all that way with someone like Barry Grant.
Can't help it. You don't mind me going to France, though, do you?
If that's what you want, we won't stand in your way. Sorry to see you go, of course.
I need to go. And next time I come home, it'll be in much better circumstances. It's all been very unfair on you.
I think James was very unfair on you as well.
That's why I don't want to talk about him. I've forgotten about him, all right?
Fine by me.
What do you want to go to London for anyway, Damon? You're supposed to be starting work in Torquay soon, aren't you?
I am. It's just that I've got a certain financial interest in London tomorrow.
Oh, right, what's that then?
Well, I can't mention that, you see. It's confidential, you know. Mum's the word. Oh, and if I do go, I'd appreciate it if you didn't mention it to anyone either. It's got to be a secret.
Yeah, well, I haven't decided yet, have I?
Oh, go ahead.
I said I'll see, all right?
It's important.
I'll see, Damon. All right, Luce, come on.
Hiya. I was just wondering if you thought any more about going to France with those videos.
Well,
Yeah, he has, haven't you? In fact, he's decided to go tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Damon, will you button it? I haven't decided anything yet, Luce. We're just talking about it, that's all.
Yeah, what's all this about tomorrow, though?
Well, once you've decided something, you've got to strike while the iron's hot, haven't you?
Damon, I've told you, will you shut up? Go and make us a cup of tea or something.
Well, all right, but don't forget, it's no time like the present.
He's keen to see you go.
Not really. He's got something that he wants to do in London and he's got to get there tomorrow for it.
Well, look, if you do go tomorrow, I want to go with you.
Where? London or France?
France.
Well, I suppose we would need someone to translate for us. I mean, you can't very well sell videos in sign language, can you?
I'd say we both needed each other.
You know, I'm always making stupid decisions off the top of my head.
Well, this isn't stupid.
No, it probably isn't. And even if it is, I don't care. All right. We go tomorrow.
You won't regret it, I promise.
Damon!
What?
We're going tomorrow.
Oh, sound. Oh, but I've got to be in London by 3 o'clock, so we'll have to leave in the morning. All right?
Yeah, that's all right, except that Lucy's coming, so you're in the back all the way.
Oh, all the way?
That's right.
Oh, it's all right. Get my head down and get some kip.
I just hope we can get this over with as little further embarrassment as is possible. Right. All I wanted to say is that there must not be a repetition of the debacle of the other evening. The company would certainly not stand for it. Anything like that could bring our name into disrepute.
But it was you who was fighting, Keith, not me.
It was your... or whatever he is, boyfriend, I suppose, who started it.
He shouldn't have been meddling in my business, but he didn't actually start the fighting, Keith. That was down to you.
He grabbed me. Technically, that is an assault. I was perfectly within my rights to defend myself, but... well, that isn't what concerns us now. I mean, I hope the whole incident can be forgotten. My only concern is that it doesn't happen again.
Well, I didn't want it to happen in the first place.
Actually, I wondered whether he was your father when I first met him. Seems like an odd choice for somebody like you, I must say.
Perhaps he has qualities that the younger, dynamic executive type lacks.
Oh? Such as?
Sensitivity, lack of egomania, caring for others, sense of humour.
I thought there had to be a physical attraction as well.
And who says there isn't?
So, that's what you think about me, is it? An insensitive, humorless egomaniac who doesn't care less about anybody else.
I didn't say that.
But you meant it. I'm sorry you feel that way about me. I thought that after Aberdeen we could have a better relationship.
Look, I still don't see why we can't have a good working relationship.
Neither do I. Let's take it that I'd forgotten about last week. Right. Let's get down to work.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah? Why are you expecting Madonna?
Yeah. Thought it might have been me dad.
You're always so keen to see him.
Not always, but out today.
Well, can I come in, or what?
Yeah. Come in.
Sagging again, are you?
Yeah. Look, what you want?
How come you're so desperate to see your dad?
Well, if you must know, he's gone to appeal against his sentence today. You know about it, don't you?
Oh, I did, yeah. Today, eh? So might be going down for a bit.
3 months.
That's terrible, that. Anyway, what I come over about is the bet. According to Harry, we're dead level. We've got exactly the same amount of programmes each, and there's only tomorrow's games to go. So why don't we just call it a draw now and split the money?
Oh, yeah. We're alone tomorrow, though. You're away at Chelsea. Can't get there, eh? What did you get out?
No. It's nothing to do with that. In fact, I'll probably go tomorrow, even if we call a bet off. It's you I was thinking of.
Oh, yeah. How's that?
Well, you know, with your dad going inside, like, I thought you might want to keep your mum company, you know.
Get knotted. You didn't know about me dad until I just told you.
Well, as it happens, I did. In fact, the old close knows. It's just that no one says anything because they don't want to embarrass you.
The old close? Oh, God, don't let me mum know that. She still thinks it's a secret.
You're joking, aren't you? It's common knowledge. How are you going to explain being away for 3 months, though?
Well, if he goes down, it'll be in all the papers anyway.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, should we call it a draw, then?
Yeah, all right, then, a draw.
Good lad. Come here.
Me dad?
What's your dad?
Suspended sentence!
Yes! Nice one! Hey, by the way, bet's still up. All right.
Come on, let's have a few drinks, shall we?
Yeah, all right. Loser buys all the drinks. Yes, why not? That little blonde piece may be in again. Right. Yes, okay, I'll see you at 7. Bye. Cheek of him. Thinks he can take me on and beat me at squash. Do you play?
No.
You should. Keeps you fit. You ought to get that little bloke of yours to take it up. He's terribly out of condition.
I thought you said you'd forgotten about last week's incident.
Yes. Sorry. How are you getting on with the audit?
Terribly. They're in a dreadful state. I think I'm going to have to take them home over the weekend and sort them out there. As it is, it's impossible.
Right, well, if you're going to have to work right through the weekend, why don't you go home now?
Oh, right. Thanks. That wasn't why I came to see you.
Doesn't matter.
Right. I'll go.
You see, I'm not totally uncaring.
No.
So we're really going to France tomorrow, then?
Yeah, Telly and Pat aren't using the van this weekend, so they said we could borrow it.
Well, how are we going to get back to them?
Well, leave that to me, but don't tell them where we're going. I said it was local.
Local? Hey, they'll be furious.
No, they won't. Look, as long as the van gets back in one piece, they won't care where it's been, will they? It's just to be hoped that we can get the videos in one of them containers at the docks, you reckon?
Yeah, I hope so.
Well, I mean, there's not much traffic at this time of the year, is there?
No.
Have you told your mum and dad yet?
Yeah, I think they're quite glad to see the back of me, actually. Well, I've not exactly been a joy to them, have I?
My mum will miss me. She always does. I miss her and all. But, vive la France, eh?
La France.
Yeah, well, vive anyway.
Yeah, vive. See ya.
See ya.
Come on.
All right, I'm trying. Oh, God, who the hell suggested a pub lunch?
You did.
Me? You're an idiot. Which idiot agreed to a pub lunch?
Me, I do. Come on.
Oh, God, you idiot.
Yeah, I'll have to agree with you there.
Yeah, I should have stuck to ginger beer. I can't take alcohol.
No more bother, eh?
No more bother. Back to normal at last.
Well, we will be when we get some scran inside of us. We haven't had any dinner yet.
Come on, Tracy, we'll make something quick.
Have you had your mate in?
Mum.
Yeah.
Everything's all right now, isn't it?
Yeah, everything's great now.
I'm sorry I caused all this bother.
Let's all try and forget it. We'll be together again.
So, you got away with it, eh, Dad?
Not really, son. I got to behave myself for 12 months, you know, not repeat the offence, like.
Oh, I don't know. You got away with it and the really guilty bloke got a good hiding. That sounds like justice to me.
I'll get that. Hello. Yeah, speaking. Yeah, okay. Take me about an hour to get ready and get down there. There's nothing wrong, is there? Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm sorry, like, but I did book a day off today. Yeah. OK, I'll see you. Ta-da.
Who's that, love?
It was the personnel fella. Wants to see me, the savvy. I'll have to go in.
There's nothing wrong, is there?
No, there's nothing wrong. I think it's about that Landidno trip. I was supposed to be organising and that, but with all this, I haven't had time to do anything about it.
Oh, but this afternoon, I was looking forward to us all being together.
Well, it won't be long.
It's not that time already, is it?
Probably. What time do you mean?
Well, time for you to be home. What's the matter?
Nothing's the matter. Just home early for once.
Oh, thank heavens for that. With all the talk of takeover business.
Not a word about that. Sounds to me as though someone's got the wrong end of the stick. I rang round everyone. Same story everywhere. Not a hint of a takeover.
Well, perhaps it's for the best. Lucy's right. We don't want anyone made redundant.
When's she going back to France?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yes. It seems Barry Grant has got a van load of something or other and he's taking it over tomorrow.
Barry Grant? You're not going with him, surely?
They're not intending to stay together. She's going to do some translation for him, and in return, he's taking her across.
I don't like the thought of her being with him.
It's nothing like that. It's purely a business arrangement, and a temporary one at that.
And the more temporary, the better.
Where have you been?
What do you think? I had 3 pints of that stuff at lunchtime. I may have a big heart, but I've got a small bladder. Now move over.
Are you going back to bed?
I've got you where I want you. Now move over a bit.
Guy, I shouldn't be in here with you.
Well, who else should you be in here with, then?
You know what I mean.
We're fully clothed for the moment. Kiss, kiss. Cool, blimey. Got any more of those?
Look, you just be grateful for what you've had.
I am. I'm grateful for what I've had, for what I've got, for what I'm about to receive.
Look, Guy.
Mm-hmm.
I think...
Therefore you am.
No, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I thought it might be all right this time.
Doesn't matter.
Don't know what's wrong with me.
There's nothing wrong with you. Nothing that we can't put right.
Yeah, soon, eh?
Okay, then. I'll see you later. Bye.
Sorry to keep you, Mr. Corkill. Spot of bother down at dispatch.
Isn't it always, eh?
Ah, yes. Sit down.
Oh, Tar. Look, I suppose it's about that Landidno trip. I'm sorry, but I've been a bit busy.
Mr. Corkill, this has got nothing to do with the outing to Llandudno.
Oh, what's it about then?
I understand that you were in court this morning.
Yeah, that's right. How do you know about that?
Well, let's just say that somebody told us. Gather you don't have too many friends left here now. And quite a number of enemies.
Well, I didn't make myself too popular doing your dirty work last Christmas.
Yes, I know.
And I suppose you know I got a suspended sentence. And I suppose you know I got into this bother in the first place.
Yes, look, and I do sympathise somewhat with you. I've got 2 daughters myself.
Good. Then you know why I did it then?
Yes.
But?
Yes, but.
You're trying to sack me, aren't you?
Yes.
You can't. You can't!
Look, I'm sorry. Believe me, I am sorry.
Oh.
So all that work I did for you counts for nothing then, eh?
I'm sorry, Mr. Corkill, but your absenteeism record is rather poor, and you have a number of bad timekeeping reports against you.
But I'm being sacked because I've been in court.
Yes, you have a criminal conviction against you, acquired whilst working for this company. Now that, coupled with the things that I just mentioned, mean that we've got no alternative but to terminate your employment.
And you can do that, can you?
Yes. Your employment finishes as from today. There'll be no payment in lieu, but you do have 2.5 weeks holiday pay to come. This will be forwarded on in a few days' time.
So you mean get out the gates, don't bother coming back? And there's nothing I can appeal to, like?
No, and I don't think it would be wise to appeal for an unfair dismissal either. We've got enough material here to hang you 3 times over.
So why haven't you then, eh?
Look, I don't want to get into any of that, Mr. Corkill.
Oh, don't you now? Well, you're not chucking me out without an explanation.
I have explained.
No, you haven't, not properly. Why am I being ditched now when, like you said, you could have got rid of me plenty of times before?
Circumstances change.
Yeah, well, go ahead then. What's changed?
Look, I don't have to tell you anymore, Mr. Corkill.
Don't you? Look, I was up in court this morning for hitting someone very hard. Please don't let me go through all that again, but you're driving me to it. Look, I must know. I've got to know.
And I can't tell you. I've told you sufficient.
No, it's not. I'm being sacked and I want to know why. I'm staying here until I find out.
You're just not needed here anymore. You're surplus to requirements.
What are you talking about? What about all this new equipment? It needs me and all the other maintenance lads to keep it going.
No, it needs a different sort of maintenance. One suitably qualified electronics engineer can oversee all of them.
One? So what's going to become of all the other fellas then?
Well, we hope that they'll be assimilated into other areas. But not sure about all of them, but well, we hope that natural wastage will cope with them.
And that's what I am, is it, eh? Natural wastage.
You just made it easy to let go.
Oh, I did that all right, didn't I? Dead easy. I install the stuff that's going to make me redundant. Then I give you an excuse so you don't have to pay me any redundancy pay or nothing. Right bake I am, aren't I?
That new machinery is essential to keep this company competitive. It's not just your job that is at stake, you know.
But you wouldn't tell us that when we were putting them in, would you? No way. So I get called a scab. I have old mates turn their back on me. I got spat at in the canteen one day. And for what? So you could get rid of me and God knows how many others and make more profit.
Look, I'm sorry that you see it that way.
Well, what other way is there? Do you know what galls me the most, eh? Bobby Grant was right. I put myself out of a job.